The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by Central Penn Wealth Advisors. Now, I plan to be working for many years to come. Still, I should be planning for retirement. Kate Martin from Central Penn Wealth Advisor is here with why and how. Why, then, is it so important to start planning for retirement early, even if you think, hey, that's well down the line?
Starting early is so important, especially because of the power of compound interest. So if you start early, you can make smaller contributions. You've got a long time for that money to grow versus trying to wait until 5-10 years before retirement and having to save larger amounts more aggressively.
Right, and that might be hard to do at that point too.
Absolutely.
Really, let's just talk about the differences in some of the common retirement accounts out there and how you sort through those.
Absolutely. A traditional 401k is typically an employer-sponsored plan. And more often than not, those employers are going to give you what they call a match. So they'll put in what you do, dollar for dollar, up to a certain amount or a percentage. They have higher contribution limits throughout the year. And a traditional IRA, anybody could open. It's an individual account, gives you a little bit more flexibility with how you invest, but a lower contribution limit. And it really just depends on your employment status, your income level, and your tax situation, which ones are going to be the best for you.
I'm guessing some folks come and really don't know what to do at all, and you can walk them through what might match their situation
Absolutely.
The best. Yeah. What about the question like, how much do I need, right? How much do I save? How are you able to help calculate for somebody, what they'll need for retirement? And then what are some things that maybe the average person doesn't think about?
Sure. That's why working with a financial advisor and having a financial plan is important. We take a look at what your expenses are now, and then we try to estimate what they're going to look like in the future based off of your lifestyle. And the most often overlooked thing, I think, is really the cost of healthcare. It's a significant expense that people don't anticipate, and also outliving your money. So you want to make sure that you're saving enough and have a cushion that you're going to outlive your money and not run out.
Right, because that's a scary thought, honestly.
Absolutely.
Really scary thought. And what if somebody watching, and there are folks watching right now who are like, wow, I dragged my feet too long on this, I should be doing this. What are some strategies for those folks who think maybe they're a little bit behind at this point, or a lot behind?
Yeah, if you're able to contribute to an employer-sponsored plan, absolutely do it. And I always say at least contribute what the match amount's going to be. And you also want to try to automate those contributions. The more that you set it and forget it, you're contributing consistently without having to worry about it. And you want to make sure that you diversify those investments. Work with an advisor to make sure you're, crossing off all of those items on your list. And you want to make sure that you reevaluate your financial plan every year in case things come up and change.
My guess would be anybody who feels like they're behind right now probably doesn't really even know where to start, but that's where you come in, of course. So how can folks reach out to you and get that started?
Yeah, we offer free consultations. We're willing to meet with anybody who's interested. They can give us a call at the office, 717-745-8680. They can visit our website, centralpennwealth.com, or stop into one of their local AAA Central Penn branches.
Oh, neat. Okay, that makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Great to have you back with us today. The previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by Central Penn Wealth Advisors.